All right, here at Thurber's Gully Disc Golf Course. That is the approximate 1,500-pound granite millstone that was pulled out of the mill in Caton Creek, which is at the base of the gully that splits the course up and presents all the most interesting geographical elements. And there's the clubhouse, the shed as it's known for tax purposes. This is hole one. We're going to burn through the course here as quickly as I can before I run out of space. Try and talk as little as I can, as difficult as that may be. Probably do it 3 holes at a time, since I'd probably run out of memory otherwise. And so here's hole 1. You can kind of see where it is based on, from that pink little square down there, way down there. So I'm just gonna take a quick throw. And that was terrible and weak and lame, but relatively straight. Most of the holes on this course are plus or minus 100 meters. So, you know, some are quite short, unfortunately, but a few of them are quite a bit longer. I haven't finalized everything, so I can't say exactly what the distance is, but definitely that is a challenge for me in terms of trying to make this a world-class course. But hopefully you'll acquire some more land one way or another from a family member, and maybe that'll enable me to lengthen the holes and or add more holes. Today we're going to be playing the white tees. Some of these holes, like hole 1 we're playing right now, as well as hole 2. The tees we'll be using today are probably going to end up being the red tees. White tees will be actually further back. My objective is to try and get at least a handful of holes over 400 feet. To the left is the gully. We'll buzz over there quickly so you can kind of see it, get a feel for where we are. We crisscross the zipper across the gully numerous times. Just the way it is, the way the course has to flow, and it's cool. You'll see also in a lot of these holes that are adjacent to the edge of the gully in the valley, the small valley. I have been trying to build up some barriers so that people don't go out of bounds too excessively, because that is just for speed of play. You can see the pink string that denotes out of bounds. Otherwise, games would have to go too slow as people try to climb down there to get their disc here and other places. This basket 1, will probably go a little further back, probably back in there somewhere. Ultimately, it's been suggested, and I think it's a good idea. From here, you can see basket 2. It is not visible necessarily from the tee box easily. You can see that, there it is, a little red square again is the giveaway. Basket 2 has a Mando as well. You can see it there on the tree. And these first few holes are probably the most developed and best represent the course, though other holes are pretty darn close at this point. That's Caton Road that we're adjacent to. Fortunately, we're only near it for just a couple holes. Most of the time, we're deep in the woods. And fortunately, it was not difficult to lay the course out such that it is unlikely discs will ever go onto the highway. So, another good lefty shot, and you'll find there's a lot of those on this course. And again, because I suck, weak. But in general, if I'd thrown it about 3 times harder, it probably would have been a nice throw. But not a difficult hole, really. Though the out of bounds I pointed out on the previous hole continues along this edge. So there's a little risk that way. If you really torch it, it's very easy to go out of bounds, especially here in early November when I'm recording this, 2020. Much easier course. In the deep summer course, it has a ton more leaves and is just much more difficult and challenging. But it'll be all right. It'll be fun to play in the winter, I think, hopefully. Nice change. So, and there's, again, these pink, on 9 of the holes, you'll see there's a lot of, we had a tournament, invitational, a couple months ago, and I put those gaudy pink squares up to try and help people see the baskets, because enough of them are not easy to see from the tee box. And got a lot of frustrated players previously, so that helped a little bit for them identifying it. Again, you see that pink string, that's the gully, that's Caton Creek. And there's the basket. Coming up to hole 3. This is another one that will be lengthened. It will be made. We've realized, you know, that it's got so much height on this one. It's really a beautiful hole that it became too darn easy. It's too easy to get two on it, frankly. So that's going to be changed. It'll probably be about another 100 feet back up that little path ultimately, and this will become the red tee box. So you can't see it really, but it's down there where that little pink square is and everything. Hopefully I'll actually throw a decent shot here, so you can kind of see where the basket is relative to my shot. And wimpy! Gonna work on that flick. Not terrible. All right, I'm not gonna record me hiking down this path. I'm gonna be adding some steps here probably, and possibly a rope to help with getting down. You see that awesome bridge that was built by a super awesome guy who helped out a lot with the course. It's a Da Vinci bridge. More on that later. All right, we're gonna pick back up when I get to the next tee box.